Hello, my name is Thea Cannon. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to say. I have been debating this for a week or two. Seems I've come under attack from Hashatan Satan. I'm lost for words, I don't know. I'm going to ask Yeshua, yeah, Nero Kakadesh, please guide me in what I need to say. Please guide me in what I need to say. Let me speak for you. So, I've been told to be honest, truthful, to say what I see. Currently, at the moment, this world is going crazy. Some people call me crazy, but honestly, if I'm honest, I don't understand all of this hype over something that's meant to hurt us. But then where is our faith and our trust in the ELOHIM of YHWH? I haven't done what society, what the elite would wish me do. And because of that, to me, I'm living out scriptures. It says that at the end that you can't eat or drink without the mark of the beast. Now that there scares me in saying that this COVID jab could be the mark of the beast. Because I have family and friends that have done it. And I don't want to. And because of that, I lost my job. Don't really know if I wanted to be there anyway. I was enjoying it. I could see myself having a future again. But I don't think that was my path. Because I've been in this situation before where you bend over backwards for this society and their rules and their regulations and what they wish. And then when you do, they just leave you in the gutter, toss you to the side. Once you step through all their hoops, then you get tossed to the side. So I've chosen to listen to the ELOHIM of YHWH, and they've asked me not to do it, and I choose not to do it. I'm lucky that I am in a healthy situation in my life. It's a hard one, because I know that if you live in fear and you think about bad things happening to you and you imagine these things, you bring them onto yourself. Your body cannot handle the stress and worry from what you do. So stress and worry and thinking about these things all the time, the COVID jab and what it can do to you, can almost create these things within your body, especially if you're constantly thinking about it and you're living in fear of it. Then you almost allow your body to have it happen to it. I don't live in fear of it. I know that I myself are in a situation where I believe in the ELOHIM of YHWH, in Yeshua, in the Ruach HaKodesh. and believe they are watching over me no matter what happens, where I go, what happens to me, then I have no fear. I'm going to be okay. Recently, I've been watching a lot of things. Over the years, I've learned some of the people that are behind the bad decisions that hurt children. And I voiced this the other day, hearing that, they watch us through our tellies and things like that, which you may think is conspiracy theory, but at the end of the day, it is possible to do just that. When you think about all the products that we buy and where they're made, then you have to wonder. We often hear that they listen to us and are aware of us, what we're up to. So I decided to voice it out loud, what I thought of these people that do this to us. And I've come under attack for the last week in my sleep. Yeah. I don't fear them. The ELOHIM telling me that they have shown me, which makes it hard to sleep because I can't really sleep overnight. Because they come after me if I sleep overnight. Which may sound crazy to some people, but fuck. At the end of the day, spiritual warfare. I do not fear them, but I do not like what they do to me in my dreams. And I wake up somewhere, I only got to see a few seconds of it, but wherever they were or whatever they were doing to me, I know that the ELOHIM of YHWH does not approve. I've heard of this technology and seen the researchers and so forth talk about all this information, which sounds absolutely absurd. But at the end of the day, what do we really know? What has been kept from us? So I trust in the ELOHIM who have told me to not sleep overnight. And I know this will worry my family members. They tend to think I'm a bit crazy. None of them are faith followers. They don't believe. I'm the rare one in my family, which makes me look crazy to them, the way I believe. Believe in Yah, Yeshua, Ruach HaKodesh. And I don't blame them for it's a hard one. I worry them when I talk like this, when I do things like this, my thoughts. But in the same breath, they love the advice that I give, which comes from the ELOHIM of YHWH. The advice that they've helped me with my whole life. Raising my family and being who I am. And everybody loves to hear that advice, and it helps them so much to achieve happiness in life. But if I voice my thoughts about the ELOHIM of YHWH, about Yeshua, about Ruach HaKodesh, I think I'm crazy. They do not wish me to speak. That's them. The ELOHIM of YHWH. It makes me stronger in who I am and in what I think and feel. Because I know that if I voice it, then I come out against my own family. Not all of them. Some accept this part of me. Even though they don't believe, they accept that it is part of me, because if I try to hide it, then I get angry. I think they get angry. Hashtan likes to say fuck all the time every time I'm onto something, which doesn't drive me crazy. I just don't like it. But he gives himself away. And I'm aware that he could be playing this too as a trick on me, but I believe that he fears me. He fears the Elohim, and he fears what I will say, because it doesn't seem to matter who comes against me. I keep speaking out for them, regardless of what it costs me. I know that I will be thanked by the Elohim one day. I don't need a reward, but I would like them to be proud of me for speaking up when others would have me be quiet. And I don't blame them at all. What I say sounds very bizarre and different. If you haven't read the Bible, then you really got no idea. But in saying that, I think that I see the Elohim, I see Yah, Yeshua, and the Ruach HaKodesh in people all the time that say they don't believe, but they listen, and they don't even know they're listening. So many people listen and don't even know they're listening. Good advice. Everything. But be wary that you're not listening to the wrong voice. Satan, Hashatan, does come from the left. The Elohim come from the right. I recently read scriptures, reading my book, and it said that Elohim's left and right arm will judge, but only the right. Is the one that is allowed to judge. And that is Yeshua. He sits at the right hand of Father. Satan sits at the left. He judges constantly us, what we do, what we say, and he lets us know about it in our thoughts, how we should be ashamed of ourselves and how we should hate ourselves for what we're doing. And for me, battling over whether I should do this and knowing that some family members are concerned for me that maybe I'm going crazy because I listen to the ELOHIM of YHWH and I wish to talk about them. Such is life. I wish to do everything that I can for them, and if they ask me to speak for them, then I will. And I am sorry to my family members that disapprove of me doing this and can't understand it, for I know that one day you will. Until that day, I will endure for the ELOHIM of YHWH in Yeshua's mighty Kodesh name. I ask now in my head, what is it that you would like me to say, ELOHIM of YHWH? What is it that you would like me to say? That I still believe that I am the bride of Yeshua, yes, and that I am the only bride, and that I love him with all my heart. He's been amazing to me. I've never had anyone love me. Yeah, yes. These last few years with Yeshua has nearly 3 years now. Actually, I don't know about that. I just got that from life, so maybe it's only been a couple of years. It's been amazing for me. I don't feel loneliness, and I do wish to have him in the flesh. Only have him spiritually at the moment. I did see him a couple of years ago before I learnt how to hear them, how I was doing what I was doing before I knew what I was doing. Satan Hashatan constantly tries to tell me that I'm wrong. Always trying to get me to doubt who I am, but then I remember in the ELOHIM of YHWH to show me, Yeshua, Nevi Ruach HaKodesh, show me what it is that's gotten me to this point, the miracles that have occurred in my life, the things that have happened, things that can't be explained. Things I've heard, the things. There is a lot. I felt like I was hearing my life in scriptures and I was being told by them. And there's other things that have occurred that fit within scripture. I did hear years ago before I joined with Yeshua in marriage. I heard ya. Yeah. I asked him, who am I to you? And he said, I am his daughter, adopted daughter. Straight after that, I went inside and I can't explain it, but I was directed to a scripture all about the daughter of Zion, the adopted daughter of Zion. Things like that happen all the time. I get told one thing and then I get prompted to watch something and there it is. And this has happened quite a fair few times. There's a lot of things. So I know I'm not crazy. I know who I am and what I am to them. I believe learning the scriptures would have given me the chance to know when I was being played. And it does. Learning the Bible and what's written in Scripture, First and Second Testament, the completed canon, shows me when I am being deceived. And I'm always constantly being asked by them to test everything I hear. Is there division and harm? And I ask myself, is there division and harm in saying what I'm saying now? Not for me, no. I hurt my family members. Well, I don't hurt them, they just don't understand what I say, how I feel about the ELOHIM of YHWH. So I am sorry to them that they can't understand that I'm not sorry for doing it. The ELOHIM of YHWH have asked me to do this, and I won't turn them down. I won't. Can't. And I won't. I hope that they one day understand why I have done what I've done and what I've said. And the reasons why. But until that day, I will continue to love them, even if they don't understand me. It does sound like the ELOHIM of YHWH. He continues to love us, but he doesn't understand us. I listen to their way, and their way is joy, high, so they call it joy. To see the patterns in life. People call it sin. I call it hurt. Because each time we hurt someone around us by lying, by bearing false witness, we create patterns of hurt in circles of friends, of family. It's not just you. When you live for yourself and for what you desire, you create pain and hurt in everyone around you. One simple action of being thoughtless of others and only considering yourself can bring about so much hurt, generations of hurt in the lives of our families and our friends. So that's why I choose not to hurt, sin, because I see the patterns of hurt and patterns of how to describe it, hurt in the people around them. One person's actions are not just for good or bad. They have an ongoing effect on everyone that is in your circle around you. That is what the ELOHIM has showed me. That sin, by lying for someone, creates so much adversity within that own person's head, but in the lives of the others, because people feel it. People see it. They know when they're being lied to. And then you create division and harm in their own head, because they're fighting against, am I really seeing this? Am I really feeling this? Because this person's telling me that I'm not. But what I feel and I see is real. But then they're telling me that I'm not right, or I'm not seeing the truth. To then find out that it was the truth can make a person go crazy. They stop listening to themselves. They stop listening to the ELOHIM, because the ELOHIM are the ones that are telling you that's not right. Throughout my life, I was always being told that past boyfriends were cheating on me. And when I confronted them, they'd say no. Eventually, I started listening to them instead of the ELOHIM of YHWH. And years later, I found out that they were right. And that boyfriend lied to me and put it all back on me, that it was my fault, that I was crazy, that I was jealous, that I was overreacting. When it turns out, they were. So I learned to listen to the ELOHIM of YHWH, because it turns out they were right the whole time when everyone else would lie and say no and deceive us. So, I suppose that comes back to what's going on now in this world. Being deceived, being told one thing, when clearly it's not true. Being told that I shouldn't listen to the ELOHIM of YHWH, Ruach HaKodesh, because it could lead to harm, when to me, not listening to them can create so much more harm in my life and can rob me of being in their kingdom. I really look forward to being in their kingdom. I do. I so look forward to being in the Mahut of the Elohim, the kingdom of the Elohim. So that is where I hope to be, within the kingdom of the Elohim. Hence my goal, not for this kingdom, not for this world, not to make something of myself here, in riches or in things like that which only pass away, because all we take is our memories. So I do not care for the things of this world, which makes it hard for my family to understand that, because they wish to see me do well, which means to have the things of this world. But for me to do well is to speak for the ELOHIM of Yah, to do their bidding, because I know that is far more rewarding than having all the money in this world and all the riches of the world are nothing in comparison to being in a relationship with the ELOHIM of Yah, Yeshua, the Ruach HaKodesh. They bring me happiness, they make me smile, they heal me, and they show me the importance of life, which is not money, an asset. Far from it. It's in our relationship with others, having family and friends around us, which is a hard one for me, because I know they don't understand what I do and why I do this, but I know that one day they will, and I hope that they will thank me for it. So now I am alone with the ELOHIM of Yah, Yeshua, Ruach HaKodesh, Yeshua, my husband. I have no one else really to confide in and talk to these things. I have a few friends that I can talk to, that have been open to talking with me about things that the ELOHIM talk to me about. But then there are things that even they don't understand. I don't understand why I long for them and not for this world. I will never take myself out of this world on purpose. I will deliberately stay here and fight on for them. Fight on in the spiritual sense against Tashatan, Satan and his minions. Which brings me back to the Clintons. I expressed in the week that the Clintons are devil worshippers and have killed a lot of people in order to keep that quiet. Others would think this crazy, but the research is there. The people are there before they get killed. So if I do, something happens to me, it won't be of my accord. Getting it out there, eh? It's not my place to judge, but it is my place to stand up for the innocent. And raping children And human sacrificing is just a big no-no, especially for the Elohim of Yah, Yeshua and the Ruach HaKodesh. And your devil worshipping, killing chooks and things like that is just disgusting. What you do to the children is disgusting, and you will pay for it. You may think that you've gotten away with it and that you will not be. You all seem to think that, yeah, Yeshua will not come, but I know they will. And I know the place that they have for you, waiting for you. They're not happy. So you secretly control our world, hey? You and your little minions, and others with you. I will not bow down to you. I will not do as you wish. I will be for the Elohim of Yah, Yeshua, the Ruach HaKodesh, and they will come for you and for Satan, your fake God, because he is fake and full of shit. He lies. He tells you that you can win. And look where he is. You have not got much time left. I really believe this, that we are in the end. So many things fit perfectly within Scripture, what is happening around this world. I long for that day because I hate this world and where we're going, how we treat others who don't wish to align themselves within Satan's world, his reality. If you don't do that, then you can't buy and sell food. And people judging others because they have the free choice to make this decision for themselves. We should not be pushed into something that we do not wish to do just because others are doing it. Free choice. That was what the Elohim of Yah gave us, free choice to make our choices. Not to be driven by fear into making decisions for our own lives, for our children's lives. This is not the reality and world that I wish to be a part of. I wish to be a part of their reality, their world. And I look forward to the Malhut of the Elohim. This is a world where we will not be living fear. You will live in fear of doing the wrong thing, of hurting others. And to me that sounds beautiful, because I would love to live in a world where others fear hurting others. And think about their actions and the consequences and how they talk to others, how they treat others. I don't want to live in a world of fear where I fear that if I talk about the Elohim, if I express my own opinions or my own thoughts, that people will not love me anymore for who I am, because this is who I am. They are part of me, and I will stand up for them, always. I love them. They have done nothing but bring me joy and healing. The sadness I feel is trying to live in a world which wants to dominate and hurt others in order to gain and be prosperous. For what? Money? You do not take that with you. Your thoughts, your memories is what we have with us. So I wish to create beautiful memories with my family, with my friends, with ELOHIM of YHWH, doing right by myself, by them, by others. At the end of the day, it's all our own choice, isn't it? So once again, I love you all. Please look to the ELOHIM of YHWH. Look to Yeshua. He wants a relationship with everybody. It's a truly beautiful relationship that you can have with him. Like your best friend, someone who you can talk to about anything and everything, and any anxieties or anything like that, you can open them up and talk to him about them and find out what's going on in your head so that you can get better. Don't be scared to look at it. I love you all.